So how did you guys stumble upon Bibidi? What spurred that
Well,
on?
Bibidi is what we see as an answer to a collection of problems that our founder, Tiffany, and I were both having. And through more conversations with people like ourselves, we found that a lot of people were having the same problem, which is that you've got two working parents in the house. So a very busy home. 71% of homes in North America have two working parents in the household. So a lot of people like me need help just to get by. So whether that's like a babysitter for date night or someone to shovel the snow, rake your leaves, plumb, we were having problems retaining that kind of talent. I got stood up by a cleaner twice in the same week, and I was like, there's got to be a better way. And I don't think that I can invent time. So, and Tiffany and Levi, as you know, were having similar problems because they were going through a renovation, and some of it they could do themselves and some of it they really needed to outsource. But when you go online, you might find what you're looking for. Maybe if you go on Facebook, your request for help is going to get buried between a used couch and a lost cat. You might be overquoted if you go to a company that's quite established. They have a marketing budget, which is great. So we started talking about this problem that we're both having. And then once you see it, you can't really unsee it. Tiffany tells this story that she looked for a quote for window washing and it was $450, which felt out of this world for her. And she's at the gas station later that day. She sees a tiny decal on a car. She calls the number, and $200 later, her driveway is sealed and her windows are washed, and she's a happy customer. And so it's really about elevating the talent that's already out there for the needs that we're seeing. So the story of Bibidi, or the birth of Bibidi, is really one of a collection of problems and trying to wade through the disorganization that exists out there and provide a solution, because we know that we're not the only ones feeling this way.
So it's kind of like a peer-to-peer, obviously one peer's a business, but like it's a platform that connects two parties.
It's an app that connects people with trusted help, trusted local help. So it's a service marketplace. So the problem is two sides, right? So it's a two-sided marketplace, which means that on one side, we are people who need help and we are having a hell of a time finding it. And on the other side, there's tons of people providing help and they're having the problem being found. So it's really a matchmaking tool. When Uber started, I think is a really good way for me to explain this. Uber was an app that took people who knew how to drive and had a decent car, and all of a sudden they were business owners. This we aim to uplift people who have the skills and the talent, but are having problems being found and booked. So we aim to give them the business tools they need to be autonomous.
And then how do you, I guess, vet? Is there like a rating system in the app for those businesses? How does that work on that side?
Yeah, well, our goal is that you'll be able to search by weighted rating. So you'll be able to search and rate your service providers on timeliness, quality of service, and those kinds of things, so that the trust is built in, because that's something that you're not getting when you go on Facebook and say, hey, I need someone to clean my gutters, and you get 43 responses. The only way you might know that you should go with one person over the other is because maybe a few people have mentioned the same individual. But imagine how great it would be if you could organize it by ratings, and you're probably going to go with the strongest ratings based on what your priorities are, right? So if your priority is cheap and fast, that's how you can rate it. But if your priority is reliability, like in my case, when I got stood up by a cleaner twice in a row, I'm going to really look at that rating. So yes, you will be able to rate your service providers.
Just imagine being a person in between jobs, or you're good at something and you just got into a fight with your boss, so you rage quit on a Friday.
I don't need this.
I need a new boss. Yeah. And you go on here and you can just kind of go start like doing what you're good at, try and get jobs that way, build a little business yourself that way.
That's exactly what we're hearing from people. When I said that we're launching in Kelowna, we've really taken the time to connect with the local community and ask what they need. And what you just said are some of the words that we've heard from them say, like, wow, this would allow me to do what I'm actually good at. And, when you're in the industry, especially the trades industry, like you are hustling for all of your billable hours. But the things that aren't billable are your scheduling, your bookkeeping, marketing, like all of these things help your business, but they're probably not at the top of your priority list. And if you're someone that works for yourself, where is the time? Like my next endeavor will be inventing time. I'll let you know. But I think that's really what we want to help people who are struggling with that and uplift them, empower them to be their own boss.
And honestly, like as a person who's been mid-renovation for like a year and a half now, I just can't imagine how many times I would have just fired up the app and got it useful. So like from both sides, I think it's extraordinarily useful. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
really excited about it. We have a very talented, half of our team is focused on the technical aspect.
Yeah.
And it's really inspiring to see how they make our ideas come to life. So I am probably the most excited on our team to see that app launch in stores. And I've been warned that our MVP, our minimum viable product, is not going to be the dream app that we are imagining right now, but it's chapter one. So,
Yeah, like a work in progress from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think all the apps always have to kind of adapt and upgrade and all that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that we want to do in future iterations. And if we keep a close ear to what the people actually need, and that's where I'm starting to get a little bit antsy, and the developers are like, hey, hold on, leave us alone. We need to work. But I'm constantly sending them screenshots from Facebook, especially this time of year, where people are saying like, hey, I have a truck. Does anyone need a dump run? Like, I'd love to earn some money. I'm like, I want to help you earn some money. That autonomy, I think that's really important. And I think there are stats that indicate that a marketplace like this is really needed right now. Gig work is up 3 times. And so this means that people are trying to find ways to make ends meet. And unemployment is also up to, I think, 11% in our city. So when you see the problems with the way that people work and earn, a problem hates to see me coming.
Yeah, that's a good point. When we started the show, I thought this was more kind of an opportunity or a solution for like the end user in terms of getting projects done around the house. But honestly, I feel like it's, if not more, weight on the side of people trying to create some extra income or help their economic needs.